We're in the end game.
Yeah, so, man,
Right.
here we are. Hey, everybody, we're back looking at eyeballs.
Right.
So, I still just have, like, the thoughts about this
Yeah.
that I had when we were doing this last.
Can you send me, or can I grab photos of it real quick?
It'll just be easier to grab a photo here, yeah,
yes,
I think.
please.
Wait, was it in here?
Yeah. It was the...
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. I mean, those are the eyes.
Yeah, well, the fact that it's, like, goes all the way up through 25, yeah. And so my thought is that it's telling us which eyes that page has instructions for. That's my general thought. And then... And it's definitely in here because, like, these eyes are inside, like, the thing with the pirate ship and octopus on it. Alright, girls. Hey. So it's the thing, like, I remember I was looking at it, and it was just... Do they all just have the same set of instructions? Like, is it really that eyes 1 through 5 are all...
That page.
But, like, there's not, like, 5 directions on here, is there? So, West Waters. The only thing I'm seeing direction-wise is west. Oh, there's left as well, but that's both... And then, are any of them just supposed to look like straight ahead? And if so, what is the direction for that? Plentiful pirates. Plentiful. Oh my god.
Pirates.
I really hate that it's just becoming a thing that I can't read.
How about this?
Yeah, what's up?
Out. West.
Mm-hmm.
Out. Left.
Empty?
Something like that.
This is 1 through 5. So out. And you think west is like...
West.
Yeah, because you can't have them look straight ahead.
Out. Left. And then down is the last one. I mean, that's on a different page, but I would do down. And then their villainous vessel was bogged down by booty.
Okay, so down here.
Yeah. They would drop off the treasure and away they'd be scooting. So maybe down again.
Because it's drop.
Yeah. And then 8 through 12, they would foul up the village.
Uh-huh.
Make a great mess. Down to the mangroves, they'd surely digress.
Okay.
It's a beastie swim for your lives. The calm sea's treachery left a surprise.
That's up through... That's 8 through 10.
Really?
That's 8 down 10, yeah.
So there was...
I wonder
so they would foul up the village and make a great mess.
Great mess.
Down to the mangroves, they'd surely digress. It's a beastie, swim for your lives. The Kamsi's treachery left a surprise.
Kamsi's treachery left a surprise.
A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hold down below. And his curious nature could not let it go. So he tore down the hull.
It's a lot of down.
And alarmed were the pirates, he started to break down the structures inside it. I mean, that doesn't seem right at all. And we should be to 16 by now.
That was 13. What if we go to the last page and try to work backwards? How many are on the last page?
Okay. And long lived this octopus, hidden away, but his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. So I would say down.
That's the last. What eyes are on the last one? How many eyes are on the...
23 to 25.
So we need 3 from that last page.
Okay. So it would be down, left, down. Or on those last pages. Do you want to reset it real quick and then work backwards?
Okay. So we're saying...
Yeah. So then the next page, 21 to 22.
Uh-huh.
I see left.
Look getting gobbled.
And right.
We have right.
So that would be 22 and 21.
So right and then left. Okay, that's... I mean, that sounds right. Okay.
Okay, so then 17, 20.
So we're doing here 3, so we need 4 on that page.
So up and down are 20. I'm sorry, up and west are 20 and 19.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern water.
So those will be the last 2.
And then left. I think I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you can just put them in, I think I got it. I'll let you know if I'm stuck on anything, but it would be west. It'd be north.
It's northwest, right? So it'd be
yes,
north and
correct.
west. Okay.
Left before that one.
I'm just whatever's gonna be 17.
Down.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that all of them accounted for?
So down left, up left.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yeah, okay. So then, this is 13 through 16.
So we need to go from here to here. So it's 4 again.
Okay, so we'll start with yellow then, maybe?
Okay.
A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hold down below.
Mm-hmm.
His curious nature could not let it go. So he tore down the hole, and alarmed were the pirates, he started to break down the structures inside it. So I would say maybe a long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hold down below.
Do you think it's down and below? Like, you think that's
You
2
think they're
downs?
all down?
4 downs?
I mean, there's certainly 3 downs.
Mm-hmm.
So now 8 to 12.
Yeah, let's do... Yeah, let's stick with those downs for now.
Okay.
So I think that's all we can see on that page.
Okay. So then 8 through 12.
Yeah, so we need 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We need 5 out of this page. I mean, we definitely got up, down, and left. I wonder if we're just missing things that are, like, look straight ahead, basically. Or if there are other things that... are giving directions that we just don't realize.
Well, I would do up, down.
This is starting...
With 8.
This guy? This guy.
I would do up, down, and then the last one I would do left.
Okay.
And then 6 and 7.
Do you think the ones that are, like, clearly monster eyes...
Are skipped?
Do you think, like, maybe when he says beast or something, it's going to be one of those eyes? Probably not, because we definitely had beasts on these last couple pages, and there were no beast eyes. So never mind.
Down and down for 6 and 7.
Down and down?
For 6 and 7.
Oh. That was... Oh, 6 and 7 over here. Got it. Okay.
West for the first one.
Okay.
Left for the fifth one.
For the last one. Okay.
That's all the clues I've got. That's everything applied. So possibly one of the 4, I would try the 4 downs that we've got, and like, yeah, I would just change each one of them once. I would change each one of them to, I would just run through the basic, like the options for each one of them.
Okay.
And then the one after that, yeah.
We're definitely missing something. Like, these felt good, but it's like these first couple where it feels like we're just not getting enough.
And the 4, I guess it's 5 down in a row, but I think it's 17, 18, 19, 20 that got weird.
Yeah, it was like all down on that page, and then the first one of the page after that was also down. This is just something... Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious. Out hunting. Do you think... Oh, out might be looking straight forward. So, like, out, west, out, left. We still need a 5th for that page, though.
So what do you have so far? Out.
Yeah, like looking
West. Out. Left.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Sea-stricken is east.
Oh, that's
We
nice.
we got to look out for shit like that. That's what it is. So out, right, and then left. That's totally got to be one. Okay.
Wait. Okay, and then that? Okay.
I think that's 5
So
out
6
of that.
and 7 are definitely both down. They very clearly use the language down.
Yeah.
So
those are
they're
actually
just
very
both
clear.
good. So then 8 through 12.
So on this one, we need 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, and we have like 3 for sure. We have up, down, and left.
Okay, so the first one there should be up. They would foul up the village, another east, yeah. So they would foul up. So let's make sure we've got that for 8.
Okay. 8 is up, yes.
Up the village
Up
and
the
make a
village.
great mess. Down to the mangroves. They'd surely digress.
None of
So that's 8 and 9, so we still have 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. We found one
So
more.
then east, so then right for the third one.
Okay. And then we're looking for something for the 4th. Or I guess after the left or west on that page.
There's another east and then a left.
There is?
Yeah, the Come Seas Treachery. So another east and then a left.
I bet a lot of the stuff that we're missing
Yeah.
is getting east out of beast, basically. Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
East and left.
The east are all really fucked up because it was Sea's Treachery is where you got the fucking east out of. That's nuts.
So then 6, are we on 13 now?
We should be at these. This is where we got like all 4 downs.
Is 13 the one that's currently looking down to start?
13
Yes,
is
okay.
yes.
So we're starting with that one. Should be going left.
Yeah? Okay.
This is 4. So Beastie, whose eyes were aglow, had spotted some treasure.
You have Beastie?
That's why I got left.
Oh, this should be right though. East is.
Oh yeah,
to the
sorry.
right,
Yeah.
Okay.
Had spotted some good catch in the hold down
Okay.
below.
And it's just like, does below count as another down or let's assume not for
and
now.
just curious, nature could not let it go. So he tore down the hull, and alarmed were the pirates. He started to break down the structures inside it. So those should all be correct.
Okay. So that
Now
takes
we
us to
should
the
be
next
on
page.
17?
Yeah, starting at 17 right
17,
here.
18, 19, 20. So another 4. I thought we felt really good about these.
I thought so too.
It should be down.
Mm-hmm.
Left.
Mm-hmm.
Up. Left.
Mm-hmm. That's what we got. Down, left, up, left. So the only time we have eyes looking straight out is in the first page currently. So I'm wondering if that means that those shouldn't actually be looking out. Or if we're missing looking straight aheads, like in later ones. This is a wild puzzle to give children.
For 21, 22, do we have right and then left?
Yes, we do.
So where's the baby at?
She in her bag or in the tunnel?
Oh, she's on her Chris bag. Okay.
Yeah, we got right and left for 21, 22. And then we have down, left, down for the final page.
Okay, do you want to just fuck around with the two ones that are looking forward?
The two straights.
Yeah.
I don't want to look at that page again real quick and just see now that we... Is there something like in the title? I don't think so. Stealthily stalking them. Yes. Yes. That out. Take that S-O-U-T-H.
Oh my
it's
god.
South. So southwest.
There's another one.
There's another south there. So both of them should be down. That's brutal. What do you
Did
mean
you do
it's
it?
not it?
Did you do it? It didn't make a noise?
Yeah.
It didn't make a noise?
I didn't hear a noise.
I
Hang
thought I
on.
heard a click.
I thought it was just the clicks of the... Oh, man. What?
Alright, can I have a look at it real quick?
Yeah.
Let me just take a look.
Do you think... So I still think the most suspicious thing is...
We've solved it correctly.
You think so?
I do.
I think the most suspicious section is still this one where we have all these downs in a row.
I'm I think that it made a sound. I wouldn't go backwards out of this page, but
Nancy didn't say anything. I figured if we got it right, it would have...
Sometimes they don't give you good feedback, which is really frustrating. It's why I'm going to check.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Just see if we got it all right.
Yeah, because
And if not, we'll look at it.
Yeah.
And if we're, like, minorly off on something, then let's just go look at those pages and see if we can find it. If we were wildly off, then...
Okay, got it. We're 2 off.
Mm-hmm. Is it all these guys looking down? No.
I don't know how we fucked up these last 2. It might have been me confusing my...
Is it the final 2 page?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just the last page? Down, right...
I think it literally needs to be direction. So when I said like fell, I think that's not right. I think it literally has to be
We have down, right, left here, right on the page.
I don't think we've done that, did we?
I thought we did. Down, right, and left. Oh, it fell here. I guess, do we have down, right, and left here? We don't. Okay.
That was my fault.
That's okay.
That looks much better.
Oh, that's terrifying. What? Wait, we put him in the bone hand? And we put the bone hand on the... That's the weather vane thing I got. Okay. So we just have to make a staff. Can I combine them in here, or is it like... No. Okay. Where did we take them? That lightning bolt was incredibly well timed. That scared me a little. Okay, but where do we put on this thing? But where do we? Where do we?
You know where to take it. You just weren't ready to do it when you tried to do it before.
Know where to take it?
Yeah. You know where to go.
It has been a whole 2 days.
You said what you said.
Oh, also, I was thinking about what's his name leaving and like the doctor like
Gilbert?
leaving. Yeah, I think I bet he's actually coming to help us.
Yes.
I think he's realized that we're in
Check back
trouble,
with you later.
and he's coming to help us. I
So
think.
who do you think done it?
Lamont.
Okay. But you would like it to be Renee, but you suspect that it's
I'd like it to be Renee. I suspect
because of patterns.
because of patterns in their writing. I would love to be wrong.
Fare thee well.
Very well. I think
Very well.
here. Now I can access this thing. Okay. It says Bruno Belay on it. Where's my... This... I don't think it would let me do this before.
It would not.
Okay. I think I was trying to interact with it and it wasn't interactable. This is weird. What do you mean he built this? What do you mean it moves? What do you mean? Where's my creepy eye guy? Okay. Alright. Culprit reveal. Let's go. I mean, Renee's in the guard with us, so if it's somebody else, they just, like, sneak past her. And Henry. It's everybody. It's all four of them. What the fuck? What do you mean he, like... I mean, this was very cool.
I'm getting the victory music.
Oh my god. There it is.
Nancy?
There we
Are you
go.
in there? Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up
No.
here, then give me your hands.
No.
Come on, you best hurry.
Here it comes.
No, she's gonna take it and run. Yeah.
Renee, a little help, please?
The crystal skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
But I bet Gilbert's coming because he
Thank you,
realized
Nancy.
that she's
Bye now.
gonna do this to
No,
us.
you've got to help me. Renee!
Okay.
Renee!
Alright, what are we gonna have here? What's the escape puzzle?
Ooh.
What are we looking at? I can barely read this. Oh, that's why. I can't look at my... Okay.
Are we trying to match stuff?
Oh, that's a good... Yeah.
Okay, bottom two.
Cool. Yeah, good catch.
These two.
Cool. All right, this isn't that bad. Do you think we're on a time limit?
I do.
Okay. Well, that was not good lightning. I could really use a good.
These two.
Oh yeah, get the onks. That's infinity. Where's the other infinity at?
Yep.
Cool. Tree.
Oh, they've got a little acorn that's a nice nod to Noisette. These two. Good job.
Okay. Is that the whole thing?
All the birds are like, oh.
What? She did it.
Oh, you can see
You
her
gotta
little
follow
putty
the
prints. Putties.
Where's she going with the school? Boat it to the boat. It's this way. It's this way. It's this way. Right.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. This ain't nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury
We
me
could
alive.
turn
I
up
know
a little
exactly.
bit.
Skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the
Yeah.
authenticators.
She was in the best position to do
Rather,
this.
They wrote saying it was real, what one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bollet wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped that way Henry
There were
would
so much
eventually
easier
find
ways to make sure that Henry would get it.
If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that.
She's not wrong.
This is true. Yeah, I mean,
She's not
that's
wrong.
actually a great read.
Because he was terrified of dying. Gilbert Buford
I was wondering if I was gonna have to set off
and
the
that
alligator,
Lamont
but I think
fella,
it's.
He just wants to sell it to the highest bidder.
Go, go, go.
My motives are pure.
I wasn't sure if I like needed to actually touch it or not.
So it can
Because as soon as we were here, I was thinking I was gonna have to set off the alligator.
I'm gonna be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries.
He's
of
just
the
gonna- he's
universe
just gonna
are
eat the skull.
forever solved.
Yeah. Here we go.
No, no,
He just
no,
leaves.
come back!
Renee burst
That was
into
so
tears and
anticlimactic.
sobbed as Bernie swam away with a crystal skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds.
And then Gilbert
After
showed
all,
up and-
while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that crypt. It felt good to turn her over to the police.
Shh, that's a
Later
wild
that
shot.
night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that
Do we
smoke
feel bad
bomb
for him?
and for allowing him
For him?
to
Do we
feel
think,
bad for
even
him?
for a moment,
Or do
that
we just
Bruno's
think he's a
crystal
weird-ass,
skull was anything
creepy
more
old
than a
dude?
pretty piece of quartz.
I think the
To
smoke
make up
bomb
for his
thing was
shameful behavior,
uncalled for.
he
And also, yeah, he
insisted
was
on
very
taking Bess
creepy
and
to
me on
Bess.
a grand tour of New Orleans.
I'm sure he did
Seeing the
insist
city
on
through the
taking you
eyes
and
of
Bess on a
someone
grand
who
tour
loves
of
it
New
as much as
Orleans.
Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great uncle wanted him to have the skull.
Huh.
Henry always thought that to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation, someone Bruno couldn't care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when
Yeah,
he heard
what does
happened,
Lamont
he
have to-
closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp boat, and has been scouring the bayous ever since.
So Bernie
picking
just
every
disappeared?
log he comes to in hopes
He
of
probably
finding Bernie
choked
and
on the
crystal
skull.
Now he's
inside
gonna live
him.
forever now.
But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things.
Yeah, but he's
In
still an
any case,
alligator
the
who's in a
Whisperer has disappeared,
known body of water.
lost to the world once again, which is totally fine by me.
But it's known where it is.
Ooh. Good job.
Thank you.
See, you should have gotten the Easter egg because you literally triggered the Easter egg sound. So I don't know.
Basket case finding all 3 Easter eggs.
Yeah, but
Solving the square marble puzzle. Oh, I wonder how quickly I had to do that for... So if I just, like, kept looking at the dummy, I'd get a
I'm just
award for that.
confused because you did get an Easter egg. Do you remember that
I remember
you just
that
didn't... I think you just didn't pick it up.
I don't know where it was supposed to be.
I think it was somewhere and you just didn't actually pick it up.
Huh. Well, this is a different thing.
The meta
they're calling them meta awards instead of achievements. That's cute. I think this was before achievements were like the go-to nomenclature for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because this was before 2010. So yeah, I think this was before achievements were like all over
So
Steam
we
and
had
everything.
20 minutes left. About
Yeah,
30,
this was
I guess.
similar to White Wolf. We were just like that close.
You ready to talk about it?
100%.
Talk about a detective.
Oh, we gotta
I'm
do this
so
first.
excited for
The
this.
Italian police called me.
Excuse me?
personally and
Who are these
requested that I
hunks?
travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice.
She's hired by the police for this
What
one?
started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance.
They're using so many
quickly
real
morphed into a
photos, it's
full-fledged
a little
undercover
trippy.
operation. And I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger. Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure,
Huh.
Phantom of Venice.
Huh. Oh, so they filled in the stars for how many of the meta awards I got.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So maybe we should just start with like a general
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
about the game.
Yeah.
Thoughts, impressions,
I think it's one of the best ones so far.
loves, hates.
I think it's one of the best games so far. I'm glad it wasn't Lamont. I do think it does make Lamont like a very kind of silly minor character in the whole thing, which is fine.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs to be important, but I'm glad that it wasn't like an ass pull of like,
Just
why is it
who's
this
the
person?
Yeah.
And I've just gotten used to expecting that because of how the last couple games have been.
It's always the person that you interact the least with that
Yeah.
winds up being.
who you haven't gotten like a confession to something else yet. His whole thing is it's like, no, he seems like he's just pretty straightforward.
Lamont.
Yeah. It's like he's just running this shop and he's a little weird. Like that's just his deal.
He's a little goofy.
Doesn't seem like he's actually done anything bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Renee was a good
Kevin Manthe.
Yes. I think Renee was the right choice for culprit. I was very happy that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. They surprised me by doing that. I think it stayed pretty tight and sensible. I'm also glad it didn't become like an ass pull of it being Henry either, where it's just like, this kid simply does not know enough
Yeah.
to have been able to do this. Because we were thinking about it, it's like he wasn't even here for the potential killing. Like, yeah.
I like how it suddenly gets a little bit serious at the end with the sadness of just his uncle not being able to express
Yeah.
emotion
Yeah.
and seeing how badly that messed Henry up.
Yes. The kid's got a lot of issues. Yeah.
Tons of issues.
I don't know if that picked up on Mike. Bailey just did a wild snore. Wild snore out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think it adds some groundedness to the ending, which is otherwise kind of goofy, but then you see him looking out at the cemetery, and it also just makes me think, this is one of the ones that I feel like would be so interesting if they turn it into a movie or something, because there's something about Henry had left and was like in college, right? I don't remember where Ned goes to college, but it's not in New Orleans.
No. Yeah, he was not around here at all.
And you think about Henry having it like left this environment. And Henry doesn't seem like the kind of kid that would come back on holiday breaks.
No.
You know?
They probably haven't talked for years, really.
And I think that probably like a lot of people listening will be familiar with the how hard it is to go back to an environment that you left because it wasn't healthy for you to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I feel like doesn't get touched on enough, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's not really related to the mystery so much. But they do some nice things where like he's crying outside his parents' crypt, right? And I think when I was a kid, I didn't really appreciate this or even think about this. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, when was the last time he had to be by his parents' crypt?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of this environment is
It's a reminder of...
is
a lot
probably
of
something
stuff.
he hasn't been to in like a couple of years, and now he is forced to be there. And I don't think they touch on it quite enough. I mean, you get the resentment when he talks about being made the executor of the estate,
Yeah.
but he is basically like forced to go back to that place, which is dismal,
handle all this bullshit.
and handle all of these papers and animals and books and nonsense. And it's like the death of his parents is an unavoidable fact and presence in that household. I think it's something I really appreciated for the first time in this playthrough. It's just his character is so fascinating. I mean, obviously he's sexy as hell and like, you know, has like all of these surface levels troubles, like whatever with Summer. But then you think about just like this poor guy had this terrible trauma and then was raised by this completely cold and unaffectionate person. And because that person is now dead, has to come back and reckon with this shit.
And also, I think when you look at his relationship with Summer, him falling into that kind of thing where he's just like willing to give her whatever to keep her approval and to keep her keep her affection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I think it is very interesting. Again, it's a thing where I think if these games didn't have to be this short, and if they didn't have to be so focused on
He's one of the best characters, I think, like in terms of just what he has psychologically going on. I think I think about other characters in the games, and to me he just feels like one of the most complicated. Obviously there's a bit of a bias because my god, he's attractive, but but I'm realizing I put your sound pad up incorrectly.
Oh, yeah.
That's bothering me.
Well, I can fix that after this.
He has more, I think, going on internally
It's
than almost any other character I can think of in the series so far.
I think it's another thing that it's another bit of DNA that this game does share with Blackmore, which you've already drawn like some comparisons to it, just in terms of like, oh, a weird house full of puzzles.
Unpleasant
that.
as hell.
Yeah. And I think, you know, like you're talking about the... Yeah, and he didn't end up being the culprit the way that Jane did, but just this idea that...
Spoilers for Blackmore, Jesus.
I mean, if you're watching this and you don't know anything about Blackmore, I'd be very surprised, I guess.
Comment if you were watching this and you didn't know anything about Blackmore.
But just there being like a young person who is very kind of tormented, I think.
Yeah.
Generally by neglect, mostly.
I think Jane is the other one that stands out to me as being a character with... I'm trying to think of other characters that like have that amount of depth to them.
There's more depth to it than they were really able to utilize in the structure of the game.
But it's kind of... it's satisfying, and I feel like on a replay or a rewatch or you return to it, you know, a decade later... Because it's been over a decade, I guess, for me. This came out in 2007. So I would have been 12. So it's coming up on almost 20 years since I would have played this. It just gets richer, I think, the more you play it. Like, that's the same thing with Jane. I didn't really appreciate her certainly not when I played it. And then even, I think, like, in my early 20s, mid-20s, when I would rewatch it, I was like, yeah, whatever. And then playing it with you, I was like, oh my god. There is so much fucked upness in this poor child's life, and you get numerous opportunities to try to address it, and you are part of the problem. You use this child for like convenience, and you get her help, but you never offer to play with her once voluntarily. You never spend time with her. Did you? I mean, maybe once.
I did, and you were like, you don't need to be doing this.
Did I? I don't remember that. But I think that, like, you know, most people won't, especially if they're replaying it. You know, it's like her games are annoying, and she's kind of annoying.
It's because it involves you giving to her in a way that you're not really getting much out of it. You're not getting anything out of it.
But then you think about how isolated this child is, how terribly isolated she is.
Yeah, the only time she's really socializing is when her sexy teacher comes over and they take like occult classes.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even call that socializing. Like, kids need kids, you know? Yeah. Kids need kids. It's like a kitten needs a kitten. It doesn't need another person or a human. It needs a kitten.
Yeah.
Kids need kids. They need to be around their own kind.
Yeah.
And she's just around, like, these stuffy old adults. It's horrible.
They got fucking Hugh or whatever his name is, just, like, staying there as well. And
Nigel?
Nigel, there we go.
Yeah, he's awful. And then her mother is, like, find that letter at one point. This is turning into a review of Blackmore, but, like, you find that letter at one point from her mom that's, like, so tone deaf. It's like, I'm headed to the opera or whatever. Hope you're well. And it's like, I don't even think she asks a question. And
she's basically tells her she's living this glamorous life.
Yeah. And then the stepmom can't stand her. And the dad is gone. I mean, my gosh. Yeah. But anyway, I think that there's a lot of depth to Henry's character. Shall we go into the rating system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then we'll get into all the other conversations we could have while doing this, probably. So this is our second time trying the rating system. I don't think we've changed anything since...
I'm going to have to star those...
Have we changed how it works since we did White Wolf? I don't think so. Yeah, okay.
We've not. I'm going to star some of these. I'm going to pin them, I guess, actually. You can only pin them for 30 days.
Oh.
That seems wrong. I'll star them. I shall star.
That's weird.
Star, and... almost done. Okay. So we're going to rate in 5 different categories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you don't know how this works, this is a system that we came up with ourselves based on what we generally look at and prioritize when it comes to judging the effectiveness of these games.
Okay, so we have 5 different categories. They are, and we'll get into them more, but dialogue, mystery, environment, puzzles, and then UI/playability. They are all weighted themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I might not have the new weights
the way
of them.
the way they're weighted, UI and playability and dialogue are the most valuable categories. Mystery and puzzles are the second most important, and then environment is the least important. It's
environment
worth
is a 1.
Yeah. Basically, we rate them all 1 through 5, but then the environment, it is just however many points it gets. Mystery and that second category, you multiply the points by 2, and the most important category, the points are multiplied by 3. So basically, the things that we think are more crucial to a game's success, you get punished more if it's bad, you get rewarded more if it's good, basically, is the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you want to start with? We have dialogue, mystery, environment, puzzles, or UI.
Let's do UI and playability, because I think that's interesting. Yeah.
So then we've got, so I'm going to read our scale,
Mm-hmm.
our scale real quick. So, okay, 5, exceptional, with multiple standouts. 4.5, really good, 1 or 2 standout things. 4, really good. 3.5, really good, 1 or 2 complaints. 3, okay, a few complaints. 2.5, not great, many minor complaints or a few major complaints. 2, abundant complaints. 1.5, abundant complaints and something infuriating. And a 1, absolute dog shit. Infuriating.
Yeah. Like gets in the way of just playing the game, even. Something where it's just hard to keep going.
So we're starting with UI and playability.
Yes. Which, this is a category that I don't think we've seen anybody else do something like this. This is basically how good the game is to play, how easy it is to control, things like it being really difficult to click on something. Like, it's not necessarily the design of things, but just how well you can actually move through it. most games are going to do pretty well here because it's hard to fuck up. But the reason it's so important is if you've got serious UI issues, it makes the game like extremely difficult to
This
play.
includes things like noise in an environment. It's like, do you have to pixel hunt to try to find something, like,
Yeah.
or do you have to try to, when you're solving a puzzle, do you have to try to, get everything kind of pixel perfect as you're lining it up, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I thought that this game had, at least a 4.5,
Yeah. I think
if not a 5.
I think there's notable improvements here. There is still I still have like some lingering complaints from White Wolf, but very minor. It's mostly just that there's still no pause menu. There's no, like, not having the book menu. It's got the same thing as White Wolf in that respect.
Okay.
But they also like didn't invent it here, so I don't know. And it's not a major problem. It's less of a problem here because you are not time sensitive the way that you are in White Wolf.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
In White Wolf, it was a big deal because it's like, what if you have to go somewhere? You're on a clock for
Yeah.
White Wolf.
Right,
For this one, you're not, so it's not as big of a
No.
deal.
And they had some nice things like the book snapping into place.
Yes, they had versions of puzzles we've done in the past, but
That were better.
they've controlled better. The book
You could
snapping in
use
place.
your
were great.
arrow keys for the marble puzzle, which was kind of nice.
Yes,
You can speed dial.
bringing speed dialing back was huge. Thank
Yeah.
God.
I think that there were some. The maybe the one thing I would knock it for. Are your legs okay? Or am I hurting you? Are you sure?
You're still
Are you
okay.
sure?
Yes.
I think when to call Bess wasn't always clear, and sometimes you would have like just called her and then had like a conversation with Henry or with the cab company or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're blocked until you call Bess again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that happened to us once, notably, where we wanted to call her about, maybe it was the Rampart and Dumaine, it was the looking at the book, and then we called her and you couldn't say anything about that book, and then we called her like a couple minutes later and all of a sudden all of that dialogue had unlocked.
It was
about the
that.
book.
Yeah, it was that I had. So the game has like checkpoints for when it wants you to go do best stuff.
Yes.
But because I had like just like motored through and done so much stuff on Nancy's end,
Yeah.
I did like everything I could do on Nancy's end before I called over.
But there should be, to me, there should be like, if you insist on having those checkpoints as a game, then when you hit a checkpoint, Nancy should just auto dial Bess.
It doesn't bug me terribly much, mostly because I could just call Bess at any time.
Yeah, but I don't, it bugs me. I don't like as a player getting to a spot of like, I've run around this place so much and all I can think to do is just talk to people again. That always feels like kind of a bad place to me as a player. And especially when I've already talked to everybody and then I do a runaround and then I'm like, man, the only thing I can think to do is just re-talk to everyone and see if I triggered anything.
I'm sure if we had had the task list, it would have, and we'd looked at it, it
Yes,
would have
that would
said
have
like,
helped. Yeah.
but I think it is still, it definitely would be improved if when you hit something where you'd want to call Bess about it,
You can just call Bess.
if Nancy would at least just say like, oh, I should,
Yes.
if Nancy just
I
out
should let
loud
Bess
said,
know about this. Right,
Yeah.
right, totally.
which I think, we put that together on our own because we're grown adults with good brains. So we like,
For the most
when
part.
we saw Rampart and Domain, the main thing was that the first time we had to call Bess, I didn't know that was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And there was never anything. Nancy was like, I should really call Bess and let her know what's going on. There was nothing like that. So once like I knew that was the case, I don't think it ever presented itself in a way that frustrated me necessarily.
How about UI around puzzles? So the explanation around what you're supposed to do with a puzzle, let's say.
Was there one or two things that was...
It's funny how long ago it feels that we started this game.
I'm trying to remember. There definitely wasn't anything on the level of like Fox and Geese. We didn't have anything that was like intensely frustrating.
I found some of them frustrating, but you navigated them pretty easily.
What I will say, these were some hard puzzles.
Yeah.
But I felt like
Oh,
for how hard
the
they were.
Hamlet thing.
Oh yeah.
The Hamlet.
That is the one.
That wasn't good.
That is the one where I feel like, yeah, the clues that they gave were very hard.
We opted to not talk to Nancy and get a hint. A hint might have helped there, but like,
True.
You shouldn't. I don't think you should need a hint to get through a puzzle if you're on
true.
Senior Detective.
I think it is less bad if they do. Because what I'm wondering is if they wanted it to be a story moment where it's like Beth needs to go to Nancy for help with this or something.
I don't think so.
But yeah,
I don't recall that happening when you do it.
Yeah, I know you're right though that I think that is the one puzzle where it felt like the information wasn't conveyed very well.
I'll say too, the Ruth Gold.
Oh, the Rube Goldberg machine.
Rube Gold.
Yeah.
The
You're
starting place for that really was not well indicated. That it starts in a completely different spot from what the camera zooms in on when you first blow up the balloon. That was not well indicated.
And it is made up of a good amount of mood logic. A lot of it is like, why does this set the music machine off?
A little bit. Yeah. I think it was... There's the first two, right? It's starting the music, and then it's the hula dancer.
After that, it was pretty easy.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But just starting that... I don't know, like, I think that would dead end a lot of people. So, do we knock points for that? I mean, do we say that it was a 4, it was really good? Because I think that... Or is that more of a puzzle issue? Because I guess the playability was okay. Does that count as more of a puzzle problem?
UI and playability. There was nothing in the way of, like, executing on the Rube Goldberg one might be a
puzzle.
a UI playability.
Oh, a UI playability thing?
I think the Hamlet one is a puzzle issue where, like, the clues they gave for the puzzle didn't make a ton of sense. How long did we spend on that? I don't think we spent a long...
We didn't, because I cheated and I looked at how to do it, and I kind of gave you a little hint.
Okay.
I think we would have been there a lot longer if I had
That's fair, because I was trying everything in a specific spot.
Yeah.
Because all I was going to be doing was basically just brute forcing. It wasn't super clear. You're right, though. Is that a puzzle or a UI issue?
Conceptually, the puzzle was a great idea.
I think that is in the design of it. I think that is more in the puzzle side of it. Yeah, I think the UI it controlled fine. Yeah, I don't think there was ever anything. The closest thing to a UI issue with the puzzle I might have had was the tolerance on the skee ball.
Yeah,
was like a little. It wasn't that bad.
So would we give it maybe a 4.5? They were really good. It was really good, with one or two standout things like the book snapping into place, the speed dialing and navigation.
There's also turning around in rooms now. This is the first. This is the first game, I believe.
You can spin in a room.
I believe.
Yeah.
Unless did they do that?
Does that get it a 5, or does that earn it a 6, or make it a contender for a 6?
I don't know if it'd be the 6, but I think, like, as far as 5s go, there were some interesting steps forward here that I really appreciate.
Such as the rotating all the way around,
rotating in the
puzzle
rooms,
snapping into place.
Yeah, they improved a lot of the puzzles.
Speed dialing, although that wasn't like a novel.
I think the best phone switch was also done pretty well too. I think it was done pretty well.
So what do you want to give that? A 5? Exceptional with a few standout things?
I think we do a 5. Like, generally, like, this was really pleasant to play the whole way through, and there were several times where I was, like, delighted at touches that they had added.
So that's gonna bring it to a 15.
Yeah.
I'd like to tackle environment next.
Sure. I've got thoughts on this, but I want to hear you first.
I think it's a stellar environment.
Yeah,
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, Lamont's shop.
Yeah.
The Beaulieu Mansion feels unique. It's immersive. It's creepy.
They also did a mansion where it wasn't like here's a bunch of screens you got to click through. It was pretty
Small.
It was pretty condensed, but like every screen mattered, you know.
Yeah. It felt original. Yeah, the cemetery's pretty spectacular.
Actually, that's another thing that it's 100% a 5 for UI playability, because also like playability, the navigating through the cemetery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was really well done.
That was a really cool way to do that, and I think that's also a good thing for the environment too. I think like environment and playability, that would like that entire sequence was very cool.
Should it be a contender for a 6?
I think it definitely
For
is.
UI playability?
I think it is, because I think very few games are going to get a 5 in the first place in the UI playability department. Because it's a hard one to fuck up majorly, but I think it's also a hard one to like really impress. But I think that this was one of the few games where I was delighted in playability and UI changes that they made.
I'm just making some notes about why we might consider it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have rotating, walking without many screens, puzzle parts snapping into place, best transition.
The isometric like navigation in the cemetery.
Isometric navigation in cemetery. Speed dialing and auto adding numbers.
Yes,
You
auto adding
don't
numbers
have
is great.
to.
The phone was
There's a
never,
lot of nice stuff there.
calling somebody was never a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think environment.
I would put this up. I might make environment a 5 as well.
I'm thinking the same thing because I like.
all of the little different locations in the cemetery being like personalized and having their names and doing those fun little screens. Lamont's shop was really nice. That view looking down from the hotel at the street was
It's
really
lovely.
nice.
I don't love the environment, which is why I'm kind of struggling, but I'm trying to like put the bias away and just look at like, was it exceptional with a few standout things? I think it was.
We don't love it because it was very effective at being unsettling.
Like, I like White Wolf better, but yeah. Okay, so environment's good. How about puzzles?
Man, I think this was a really good puzzle game. There were a couple things that it's interesting because there were those 2 puzzles where I think there was a conveyance issue, but there's also I think a lot of standout
The eyeball
puzzles in
one
this.
too. I mean, I think the thing is the puzzles were freaking hard.
They were very hard.
They were really tough, and I don't know. Do you evaluate this? Like, do we evaluate given that this was a game for 8 to 13-year-olds? Do we take that into consideration when we're gauging? I mean, it was a hard puzzle game.
I would rather not. Like, because there's a lot of things in there where I'm like, would a child looking at this have ever realized that they needed to pull East out of 3 separate words?
I wouldn't have realized that. I would have given up.
Like genuinely, like it was me just seeing Beast and going like, oh shit, we need to get really clever about looking for directions.
Also, Iggy, dressing Iggy up as the mailman to trigger the letters coming.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have thought to do that.
I think the thing with that, at least, is if you're playing Dress Up with the Iguana, you're gonna like try out doing all the thematic outfits at some point anyways, probably.
Not necessarily with how hard it is to get a low quad.
That's fair.
For some people.
That's fair. Is there ever anything that tells you should like play Dress Up with Iggy?
Yes, that he's dressed up like a pirate in the photo that Bess finds in the box.
And he has a low quad in the
yeah.
I don't think we should.
But even putting the low quad down in the vent. You don't know that Iggy's up there, I don't think.
Well, so if you click on the vent, Nancy's like,
Iggy.
Iggy. So like she tells you that he's there at least. So that is something.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's a good little
It's a really cute bit.
He's really sweet.
I don't think we should judge it based on age audience, because I think that involves like a level of presuming.
So then I think that
I think I care less about the difficulty and more just about the fairness.
Yeah, so I think that the Hamlet puzzle was a little bit bullshitty.
Yeah, that one, like, genuinely, if I was not able to just guess that we should do what we did based off of, like, I have seen puzzles set up like that before, and so you could do this, I don't know. We would have had to call we would have had to call Nancy.
I also think that the fact that it was just counting letters,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected that because that seems so easy. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, so the 3 different letters and the numbers, the 3 different numbers and the decimals like, distinguishing that there are 3 different numbers for a set of 4 means nothing.
Yeah.
You literally could have just had a string of numbers. The decimals mean nothing. Hamlet means nothing.
Yeah, the biggest thing to make me just go, like, we should just ignore the Hamlet part was the fact that it was, like, starting with 8s. Where it's just like, there's not 8 action.
Sure. Well, and
But, like,
also
a
the
kid
note that they
wouldn't-
have that it doesn't exist. But like, I would have thought, okay, you're different. You've got 4 sets, and you're differentiating with periods. The 3 numbers in
Yeah.
each set. I would have thought that the 3 numbers would have been different things, and
Yeah.
that's really what bugs me about it. It's just I just simply wouldn't have tried just going in order with the letters because it seems too easy for this particular game, which is very obtuse sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a weirdly easy puzzle.
I would have liked if there had been at least some explanation for why he had written this code that way with Hamlet on it and everything.
Also,
like,
the fact that that it's a German phrase is also like, why?
Yes.
Why not French? You were literally in a notably French area. Like, why are we not in French here?
I think because it wasn't written by Bruno or anything. I think that was from a previous owner. Probably who had been... If we looked back at... I wonder if we looked back at the Crystal Skull book, if it would
Do you want to go back and look? It's easy to go back and look. Just reload. Save the finished file and then just reload it.
Oh, we can't.
Load.
Oh, all
the
right.
old file, okay.
This Nancy time should let us do it. Yeah, okay.
It's weird to be back.
Yeah.
I'm like, environment, we were just talking about you.
Hey, environment, how's it going? God, which book
Who's
was
there?
it?
Yeah, it turns red.
Okay, so let's see. It would have been later. No, I got here from... Okay, so maybe not. Nothing about
Germany.
German. Yeah, so I don't know.
If anything, they're talking about, okay, is it a member of the Austrian
Oh.
Habsburg?
Nobleman of the Court of Philip said the member of the...
But that letter was written in pen. It wasn't written from 1556.
Yeah, I guess at the Habsburg's place in Vienna.
That was a modern letter. If that letter was from
Yeah.
400 years later, it would have looked very different.
I wonder if...
No way.
Was it written by Anne?
No. No way. Right?
We don't have a way to, like, look back at that letter, do we?
Best Time 2, maybe? Best Time 2? Oh, that? Yeah, that would... Emmelinda?
I have no idea. Huh.
We just do the rest of the review to Lamont sneezing.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, where to go now. Can I get back to the... Can I get back to the Nancy's room, at least?
Nancy time?
Just go to Nancy time.
I think that a few of the puzzles were a little bit too obscure. And we need to wrap up in half an hour, just so you know.
Yes.
I'll check back with you
I'm just
later.
trying to...
Groovy.
Here we go. Let me just...
Why did you talk to him? What are you doing?
see if I can get him to just try... Let's get him to try and look at us.
Why?
Just so he can be looking at us as we wrap up.
That was fast.
Okay.
You can exit out. He will turn around.
He'll turn around if I just stay on him? I was trying to get that to happen. Doesn't matter. He's looking at us now. That's all that matters.
You just wanted to look at him?
I wanted you to be able to look at him. Okay, so...
I appreciate that.
I'm always looking out for him.
I like this whole chair situation.
Yeah. How do you feel about the single fingerless glove?
I adore it.
Yeah.
I wanna grab it with my teeth and pull it off of him.
So environment... So we're talking about puzzles. Right. It's interesting because, like, I think there were some truly standout puzzles here. And then, yeah, there's, like, a handful that had some conveyance issues. I think the spider one was really clever. A lot of them were, like, really hard, but they were extremely satisfying to figure out because I think they were fair.
But I think there were a couple where it was like, are your legs okay?
Yes.
Okay. I think there were a couple where it was like, this feels a little bit too obtuse. Not rewarding. Especially that Hamlet one, where again, it's like, oh, I just had to go letter by letter. That was the puzzle.
I think that was the only one I have a problem with, really.
I think the eyeball one...
The eyeball one was very satisfying to me to figure out.
Okay, yeah.
I was surprised how difficult it was, but, like, I felt great.
Do you want to give
Solving
it a
it.
5?
It is at least a 4 for me. And I say that it has, like, some of the standouts.
A 4 means,
It's
yeah, if it
interesting.
has standouts, it's over a 4.
It's interesting because, like, the way we have it written, it doesn't account for what happens if you have standouts and also
A stinker?
some problems. But I don't know if any of the problems were... None of them... Man. Because I don't know if we're going to find a game where there isn't at least one puzzle that's like, that was kind of underwhelming.
It wasn't that it was underwhelming, though. It had 0 instruction.
Yeah.
And I guess not 0. Obviously, we had something to work off of, but the instruction that we did have was misleading.
Yeah,
I feel,
it didn't seem...
and unrelated to the game.
And it is the one puzzle where they're like, you can get a hint, even on Senior Detective.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, did they know? And I'm wondering, like, I don't know what that conversation with Nancy would have been. You know what? We can find out what that conversation with Nancy would have been.
Yeah? Oh, bye, Henry.
Let's see if this conversation with Nancy drastically, like, changes our opinion on this.
Hello? It's me. Still haven't unlocked that box.
Yeah, what would she have done? Would she have said something that would, like, have changed the context around this?
My guess is that some kind of code is involved. You said that there are numerical references.
Okay, so I wonder if this is just her telling us to ignore
Passages
Hamlet.
from Hamlet.
Maybe all that matters is the individual numbers and what order they're in. Try applying the numbers to what Amalinda wrote.
Well,
If the first number's 3, write down what the third letter is.
I mean, why the fuck would you even have this puzzle then? This is a bad puzzle. If that's your hint, is literally just here's instructions.
yeah, she just straight up tells you
I
the
won't call you again
answer.
until after I've opened it.
That at least... It's tough. It's not a great puzzle, but they at least put a ripcord there so that you don't get stuck. So it's like they mitigated the damage from it,
Yeah.
but like,
Yes.
you know, maybe just don't have that puzzle. Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't mind the Rube Goldberg one that much because messing around was like
I think that would have been incredibly frustrating if I hadn't been like, hey,
true.
it doesn't start where all visual cues indicate that it starts.
Yeah. So those are the two.
I for me, like those are really problematic.
I wonder if that also would have been a situation where calling Nancy would have led to a hint or something. It's interesting that it's 2 best puzzles.
Yeah, but also the like librarian one, and only counting the cards that have the word I in it, which was kind of, I'm not sure that there was a clear direction to do that.
The hint was the librarian's eye. So I was like...
Yeah, I think
The main thing is...
they were really, really hard. Many were satisfying, but I think there were two that if I hadn't... Well, I don't know. Just one especially that I think if I hadn't hinted at, we would have been there a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any exceptional puzzles?
Yeah.
Many.
I think a lot of these puzzles were... I think this has had a lot of the best puzzles they've had.
Yeah, it was really
That's
good.
the thing. Like, because this game is... The sheer volume of puzzles is really up there, and I think the
Yeah.
batting average was really high.
Do you want to give it a 5?
Let's do a 5 for now. Yeah.
Okay. It's coming in at a perfect
So
score
far it's coming in
far.
perfect. Yeah, I think there's like several... Man, this is tough. So I think it'll change if we ever play a game where I feel like, oh, that is just like stellar puzzles and there's no outliers. If we do find a game where there isn't a puzzle that's kind of a stinker. Because I don't think we've had one of those so far. I think every game has had at least one that has not been great. But then I think this has had the highest concentration of just really good puzzles. Very hard, but you can figure them out.
So I'm making a note that we're giving it a 5 for now, but that it has stinkers. May drop down if we find a perfect puzzle game.
I think also they were really well tied into the story and environment as well.
Dialogue.
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 I think the characters all felt very alive, very distinct. I don't know if this is the most memorable dialogue in a game.
Yeah.
But this dude's pretty good.
I think Lamont does
Lamont's
kind
very
of
fun.
disappear.
He's fun, but he disappears. It is kind of... it does have the thing that just all the games really have, where when you get into the final hour of the game, you've gone through everybody's conversation topics.
And because
Yeah.
everyone has that, I wouldn't
Yeah.
fault it for that.
Yeah.
I do think that people generally... Let me see what we wrote for dialogue. Quality, entertaining personality, memorability, coherence of the writing, how well the cast was written. I mean, everyone was really vivid. And then you've got Gilbert or whatever his name was. Guilford? I don't remember.
The doctor?
Yeah,
Gilbert,
who they took a real swing with him
Yeah.
and his dialogue.
Yeah.
Made a really bold choice.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I think these characters were very unique, very strongly developed.
They felt very real.
Very real.
Bess is written very
Bess
well.
is phenomenal.
Bess is written extremely well. The Ned was written very well in the conversation we had with him. You had Hotchkiss back. The guy on the treadmill was very good. I think
it's a 5 for me. For
5?
dialogue. There were multiple standouts.
It's at least a 4.
A 4 is just it was good. It was rock solid.
I guess let's do a 5 for now. Yeah.
Do you do a 4.5? I don't know if
Maybe.
dialogue
I'm
could
are we
get better.
are we gonna give this a perfect? Are there things that you would quote from this? Are there lines that we've got the I've been naughty, but I'll be nice.
I never say that though. Are there things I would say? I talk about my armpits being sweaty when I'm nervous.
You remembered the hoodoo word. We had to.
Yeah, Baza Lupa Di Muka.
Yeah. That impressed me because I had remembered it from the day before,
Yeah.
but you'd remembered it from
Years.
20 years ago. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any dialogue things that I would say?
All the pun names for the puzzle. The
I don't think that's dialogue though. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's fair.
puzzles.
I think the characters are really well written.
Is there any dialogue that I would say?
I'd say 4.5 or 5. I think this cast is pretty good. There wasn't a bad character.
No, there
There
was
was nobody.
no bummer.
There was nobody that was just okay, really. I think they were all.
Everyone was really, really good.
It's a notably good Bess. I think it's I think it is a 5.
5? Oh
I think it is a 5.
So that's a 15.
Yeah, that's the other most important category.
Contender for a 6?
Yeah. The only thing that's left is mystery. And so mystery, it involves the ending, it involves how well the characters are used. It's talking about, does it all make sense? Was it engaging and rewarding? This will also include things like pacing. This is just generally is basically like the storytelling of the plot over the course of the game.
I think it unfolds beautifully.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I here? What am I doing? And then I guess the thing that I am curious about is, we were talking the last time we played about the myth of the crystal skull. Yeah. And I think that Renee caused Bruno's death intentionally. And so I think that the skull remains a plausible, true crystal skull. I think that the circumstances of his death could be in line with the demands of the real skull.
Yeah, I think the thing is, the way things went, it works whichever way you interpret it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I gotta say too, the dialogue. Bess is phenomenal. Hotchkiss's monologue.
Yes.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I think it's definitely a 5 actually, because there's something that is notable.
God.
Something that's notable about the game is not just being funny, but it has like some
lines in it.
It has some good like dramatic weighty lines.
What does she say? Like, questions, how dull life would be without them. She's her that little monologue that she's got is just, ooh, I get chills. I get chills when she does it.
And her whole thing where it's like, is it believing in it that makes it real? And yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That theme.
Yeah.
That theme of belief.
Which I think then carries through. I think this is the most tightly themed a game has been.
And then this, for mystery, going back to mystery and pacing and all that, this whole, like, oh my gosh, he didn't go back to the meeting. Nancy, I think he's coming for you. And then the cell phone line cuts and you're in, like, the final, like, sixth of the game. And it adds that beautiful urgency to the last part.
As soon as she said that, I knew he wouldn't be the culprit, because it's like, it's got to be a red herring. Like, they wouldn't, unless he comes bursting through the wall right now, like, it's a red herring.
But I do think the ending was a little disappointing. It got a little silly.
It did get a little silly.
Like, final scene is not silly. I think that's why final scene is so powerful, is it is dead serious to the end of the game. It does not get goofy once.
I think that is why final scene is, like, the 6 for me. I think that's why, because I don't know if there's going to be another Nancy Drew game that has the stones to, like, do something that psychologically heavy.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yeah. The relief that you get.
Yeah.
Like, I get relief in this game. I get my relief when I see Renee's face, like, before she's even, I know when I know we're in endgame, I'm like, okay, a lot of tension goes out. Final scene, I am tense. I mean, until the announcement of, like, whoa, there's someone in the building, halt the demolition, or whatever they say. And even then, I'm still like, but I'm, like, locked up and tense until, because you're not even, like, even when they halt the demolition, you're still with Joseph, you're still standing there with him.
Yeah.
And he's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Just like the whole... But I don't think it has to be that level to be a 5, because if that's the case, I don't think there's going to be another 5.
I think that's a 6, though.
I think that's why Final Scene for me has got to be the 6.
I think the mystery here was beautiful and unfolded really nicely. It escalates in a great way.
I think things like the cut scene with the Jolly Rogers meeting, it's just like a phenomenal thing. The way they use Bess and the way they have that stuff happening. The arc that Bess gets to have.
I'd give it a 5.
I think so. I think this is also... Did we just give it a perfect score?
Yeah. It's a perfect game. So, but it's not, so perfect doesn't mean best, because we do have a 6, and when we do our big review video, we will decide for each category, one game will get a 6, and those 6s will get weighted differently depending on the category that they go to.
Yeah.
And so this game,
it might not get any 6s.
It might not get any 6s.
Which would be interesting.
Yeah.
I think when we talked about Final Scene, I also feel like on any given day, we're also more generous or less generous with things. But like, this was just like a really, like, maybe we should knock puzzles down because of the, you know. So I think maybe we'll revisit it. And
I have a note that we might. I have a note that we may drop it down if we find a perfect puzzle game.
If we find a game where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what that looks like. Okay.
For mystery, is mystery a possible contender for a 6? Or does this just still not really, like, scratch that itch that Final Scene scratches?
I have a hard time seeing anything outside of Final Scene getting that 6. Because I think that is the thing that makes Final Scene so good. I don't think Final Scene would get a 6 in any of the other categories. I think it 100% gets... Like,
I'm going to make an argument for another game getting that 6.
We're just not there
when
yet.
we do the review video, just because I want to have an argument with you about it.
That's fair.
I want to hash it out.
I think so far this is in top contenders. So I think if we're gonna mark the
Possible
game,
contender for a
I think
6?
this is a contender. I think this is a 6 contender for mystery and maybe dialogue even. Maybe environment. It might be a contender for everything.
So it is a
Not
contender
puzzles.
for UI
Well-
and playability.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't say for environment.
That's the thing I'm thinking now. Is I'm just like, do we?
We did not say for. We did say for. We didn't say for puzzles. Should it be for puzzles too? An environment?
That's the tricky thing.
Fuck, I think it should be for all of them.
Just say this is a truly phenomenal game. This is actually like a very phenomenal game.
And their puzzle game.
That's the thing. Like,
really, like, this went up a level.
Because it's tricky. I feel like I feel like it's tough to expect that like a top score means that a game is flawless, because I think you can find something to nitpick or something that could have been improved in literally anything. I don't think like a truly perfect game exists.
Well, I have just given the rating for...
This is like a full... What, like... 30... This is a full, like, 65 points.
I forgot I had this guy. It is a 55 out of 55.
That's pretty wild. Man, I didn't think it was going to be perfect. I thought when we started we were going to give 5s to everything, but I'm having a hard time justifying not. The only thing is just, are the puzzles going to get notably better than this at any point?
And then we might knock it down one.
Yeah, because I think so far, I think this is the strongest puzzle game.
I agree. I think...
so I have a really hard time...
It's interesting with Final Scene, because I feel like it might get the 6 for the mystery, but other than that... Although...
I think
the environment's very good.
The environment's good, but I don't know that it's as good as something like this. It's tough because like there's not variety to the environment really, but like that makes sense because that's what the thrust of this game. Why would you leave the theater? You know. So I think that's kind of a weird thing to hold it to account for.
All right. Well, I've got our little list going.
Yeah, if there's anywhere where I think Final Scene is weak, it is in the puzzle department, honestly.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm just trying to make sure I can see our starred messages so I can keep track of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, so we just gave this thing a perfect score.
I think it is. I think it's a incredible
It was a really
game.
good game, which is wild, like, for it to be... I think for me to feel that way about a game that is ostensibly supposed to be one of the spooky ones. Like...
I'm really fond of it.
Yeah.
I'm really, really fond of it.
I was very pulled into it, like, the whole time. And it was very pleasant. And I don't think, even with the 2 puzzles that we kind of flagged as, like, having some issues, it was never... I feel like in most of the games, I want to get to a point where I'm just kind of clicking around and I'm like, all right, what do we do? We never really had that. I felt like it was very well paced. I felt like it
Although
was very
again,
engaging.
I do think I gave some hints that probably prevented that. I think that we would
That's
have
fair.
gotten there
That's fair.
with the. I cannot remember the name of that. Rube Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg, yeah.
Rube
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Yes.
I always want to call it Ruth Ginsburg, and I know that's not what it is.
No.
But but my brain goes there. Rube Goldberg.
You know who Ruth Ginsburg is, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yes. But anyway, I think that particular one would have gotten really frustrating.
Yeah, I could see that.
And me playing by myself, I would have gotten really stumped on some of these.
This
But you're
was-
the puzzle master,
this
so they
had-
weren't as bad for you. Look at the curtain. Look
Yeah.
at the curtain pattern that they chose. The bird cage.
While you were doing that, I was like literally tracing the shadow here because like the detail of making the shadow like a little bit bigger than the actual thing because of the position of the candles. Like it's phenomenal environment.
The what do you call it? The pulpit, the
Lectern?
what do you lectern, the
Yeah.
books. It's so good.
Yeah.
The nail polish. He just needs a tattoo. Does he have one on his arm?
He might.
Is he actually perfect?
I'll check back with
Take a
you
look at him.
later.
Awesome.
He does. He has a tattoo on his arm.
He's just perfect.
He's got a tattoo on his arm. Wild.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah, he totally
The
has one.
swivel. Oh my god.
Wild. Well-
Yum.
Well, folks, that's another one in the books.
Yeah.
Game 17?
Yeah.
Game 17.
Do you want to
damn.
watch the trailer for Venice?
Didn't we just? Oh, they have a different one.
The new trailer for it?
Uh,
Are you able to? I don't know if you can.
I would have to, because this is blown up to capture.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't fret.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. I guess do we just say goodnight? Do we go to Venice
Yeah.
next time?
I think that's right.
Is it Venice and then Ransom? Was this actually game 18?
No, we still have Malloy.
Malloy. That's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Thank you for joining
Cub
us.
Scouts.
Peace
Enjoy
out.
this lovely view.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us for 20 minutes of gameplay and an hour of discussion again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow, that went by fast.
Yeah. I hope this is enjoyable. I think it is. I think it's interesting discussion. All
I
right.
think we're very interesting.
I think so too. I could listen to you talk for
Look
hours.
at the candle. Aw, look at the candles. Look how big the candle shadows are.
Yeah. Wow. Which, yeah, the way they're actually doing that. That is like this light
Ugh.
hitting the attention to detail is just really something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he wearing rings too?
Yes.
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure he is. Is that not rings? Or is it just wrinkles?
I'm gonna say they're rings.
Okay. Would that get in the way of getting the gloves off?
No, because they don't have like little fingy holes,
Okay.
right? So we can just slip the gloves over the
rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. I actually don't think he has rings. Maybe,
You think he's just got weird knuckles?
maybe he does there. Yeah, it might just be some weird modeling. Oh well.
That's okay.
Look at that face. Look at that jawline.
The lips. He's got juicy lips.
He really does.
The cheekbones. Ugh.
He's got incredible cheekbones.
He does.
Yeah. They knew what they were doing. All right, good night, everybody.
I'm glad you could appreciate him too.
I looked at
He's a
him.
beautiful man.
Instantly filled with jealousy. Just the notch in his, which means that he's bisexual. I think.
Oh yeah.
If you cut a notch in your eyebrow, I'm pretty sure that's.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So.
At least I think that means that now. I don't know if it meant that back then.
Back in 2007.
I don't know if that was just something that was co-opted at that time. Yeah.
I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
Someone should make a shirtless mod. All right, I'm.
All right, good night. All right. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Woo!
Woo! No safe. Oh, man.
Just thirsting for Henry Bolet.
Thirsting for Henry Bolet.